Hello. Today I want to show you how you can use your iPad as a sequencer for the Roland TR-6S. So there's a MIDI sequencer. You see it here. It is called Octachron. And the Octachron controls the Roland. Why? Yeah, I think it's much easier because you see the whole drums on one view, and also you have more functions. The velocity, step repeats, just one menu, probability, offset, yeah, you can change the time offset, trigger condition, and so on, track length, gate length, yeah, you have many possibilities. Which not all of them you have on the TR-6S. So this makes sense, I would say. And I just play it so you can hear how it sounds. Just a little louder here. So you can mute also here tracks. And so change the possibility, for example the kick drum, very easy probability. So the kick drum here, let's say just 35%, and the clapping, where is the clapping? Where is the clapping? It's here. That is the clapping. So the clapping, when it always sounds, is a little too much, so you see. And the offset, just a little more offset to the next. So, and then when you hear you see it's a little chaotic, okay. But it works. And here you can change also the patterns easily. So how can you do that? I must honestly say I tried to connect the iPad via the USB, but it didn't work. I don't know if you know a way how to can do it, then please write it in the comments. The only way I found how to control the TR-6S via the iPad is this one. It's about it's through MIDI. So I use this Midi-Interface. It's H4Midi WC, and here it's connected via USB to the iPad, and so the signal comes from the iPad, goes here and goes here out and to the TR-6S, and this is the sound here. This is the MIDI in, of course. There are some changes you must do, important changes. So the Omni mode on the MIDI menu, it must be switched to on. If it's off, let's see, it doesn't work. You see, you don't hear anything. But when it's switched to on, it works. So that's important. And I leave the tempo sync on auto, so you can I just start it slowly so you can compare it with your settings. So these settings I have chosen, they work. So just Omni mode on, pattern channel 10, kit channel 1. But I don't change the kits from here, I change the kits only from here. Okay. So these are the settings. There are a lot of MIDI settings. And yes, also it's very important, of course, when you do a performance, that you can change the volume, and you can change it here on the TR-6S. So this is as always okay. As I said, I use the Octachron. For me, it's one of the easiest and most useful sequencers for the iPad. And you can see the connections here. It goes from the Octachron to this Midi-Interface. It's here channel 1. Perhaps I haven't changed it here. So this was the original when I bought it. I haven't changed anything. Yeah. So when you have the same setting, you can use also this channel, but perhaps you have another setting of changed something, then try the other channels also. These are the settings on the hardware side, so you see it here. And these are the settings on the iPad, but you must do one thing also. So you can connect the Octachron, and here you see it's on the channel 1. But also you have to change the MIDI output channels. I can upload my settings. So these are the user presets, and normally the Octachron, it has some settings for some hardware, yeah, the Roland also, but not for this one here. So only for the TR8 and TR8S, but not for the TR-6S. And I have, you must change it manually, you see. So customize, and when you customize it, you must say, okay, the bass drum is MIDI 36 on the TR-6S. And then you say, okay, the snare drum is 38, and so on. Low tom 43. I show it all that you can notice it, but you can download my file also if you want. So this was 39, closed hi-hat 42, open hi-hat 46, and these are the alternative settings: 35, 40, 41, 54, 44, 58, and that's it. So with these settings on the Octachron and on the iPad, it works. So yes, have fun with making music. Thank you for watching. Try it out, please.